Whoops! I thought we were playing something else tonight! Haha, no we're not. Hi everybody, Skylar Stardrift here. Welcome to the stream. And welcome to a game that I probably should have played a while ago, but never did. Not just on stream, but like off stream as well. I've actually not played much of this. And I'm worried about how it's gonna go. So, that's a concern, huh? Hi everybody, Skylar Stardrift here. I think I already said that. But welcome on in anyway. And welcome to a game that I've not played before. Welcome to the Pokémon TCG Game Boy Color / Game... Was this Game Boy or Game Boy Color? Hang on, let's find out. Game selection. Oh, it was Game Boy Color. Okay, there you go. This was released for the Game Boy Color many years ago. And features basically just the base set of Pokemon cards, plus the couple of expansions that it had. I've not played this. And that's a concern. Also, I'm just going to make myself slightly bigger here. Yeah, there we go, that's a bit better. I've not played much of this. I've played a little bit, but I've played a little bit longer than that. But I haven't actually played much more of it than that. I played the tutorial battle, and then I think I played one battle after that. So this is going to be bloody interesting. Here's all the cards you've collected. Okay, to delete the data. And it's just going to boot me back because I pressed the button too quickly. Yeah, because it's only just one deck. What is my name? I'm not sure if this game has weird capitalization issues. And Skylar only just fits. Hi Delimited, welcome on in, by the way. Skylar. Skylar is crazy about Pokemon and Pokemon card collecting. Let's also adjust the stream info as well. I wonder if... It is hard to tell. Because it doesn't look like anyone is playing this game. And I don't think anyone's actually set it up on Twitch, which is interesting. I mean, there's the Pokemon trading card game, but I think that's just... the regular game itself, and not the... Not the actual Game Boy Color game? I'm not sure. Oh well. I guess we're doing that then. Hi Explosive Air Cannons, welcome on in. Apparently I'm crazy about Pokemon and Pokemon card collecting. I wouldn't know. One day, Skylar heard a rumor. The legendary Pokemon cards, the extremely rare and powerful cards held by Pokemon trading card game's greatest players. The Grandmasters are searching for one to inherit the legend. Dreaming of inheriting the legendary Pokemon cards, Skylar visits the Pokemon card researcher, Detective Mason? Dr. Mason, sorry. I'm just gonna burst through the door. Oh, why the rush, Skylar, what? You want to learn how to play the Pokemon trading card game? So you too finally want to start playing the card game and stop collecting the cards because you're a dunce. Well, dueling is more fun than just collecting cards. First, you should try playing with a practice deck. Here, I'll give you this deck. Now you need an opponent. Hey, Sam, play with him for a while. There's Dr. Mason. Hello, Skylar. Okay, let's give it a try. Hey, Skylar, hurry and come over here. First, ask Sam the basics of the game. Okay, Skylar, what do you want to ask about? Fine, I'll humor you, but we did this last week. Energy. In order to do anything, Pokemon must have energy cards. If no energy cards are attached, the Pokemon will not be able to attack or retreat. There are 7 types of energy cards. Grass, Fire, Water, Lightning, Psychic, Fighting, and Colorless. Hi Links, welcome on in. The type of energy required depends on the Pokemon. Be sure to learn which Pokemon require which type of energy. Oh, by the way, how's the audio? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear the game audio okay? Does something need turning up? It seemed a little quiet on the recording, so do let me know. Pokemon damage defending Pokemon by attacking. Aye, sir. Pokemon need energy cards in order to attack. For example, the energy required for Seeking's Waterfall is Water Star. Water Star stands for 1 water energy card and another energy card of any type. The energy required differs according to the attack. To switch your active Pokemon with a bench Pokemon, choose the retreat command. If the active Pokemon is in danger, move it back to your bench. Energy is required in order to retreat. The number of energy cards required varies, depending on the Pokemon. Hi Skywolfie, welcome on in. Yes, we are gambling again. Evolving Pokemon. There are 3 types of Pokemon cards. Basic Pokemon, Stage 1 Pokemon, and Stage 2 Pokemon. Squirtle is a basic, Wartortle is Stage 1, and Blastoise is Stage 2. I'm surprised you didn't use Bulbasaur. Basic Pokemon are the only cards that can be put directly into play. A basic Pokemon in play can be evolved to a Stage 1 Pokemon. A Stage 1 Pokemon in the play area can then be evolved to a Stage 2 Pokemon. Therefore, Squirtle is needed in order to play Wartortle, and Wartortle is needed in order to play Blastoise. Using Pokemon Power. Some Pokemon have special abilities called Pokemon Powers. Some Pokemon Powers are used as soon as the Pokemon is played, while others must be used by choosing the Pokemon Power command. There are many different Pokemon Powers, so read each card's text carefully. Ending your turn. Your turn ends after you attack. If you do not have enough energy to attack, or if your active Pokemon cannot move due to paralysis or sleep, you can end your turn by choosing the Done command. This will cause your turn to end and your opponent's turn to begin. You should choose Done if you are unable to do anything. Win or loss of a duel. Generally, the win or loss of a duel is decided by prizes. Prizes are cards that you may draw when you knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you win if you knock out as many of your opponent's Pokemon as there are prizes to be drawn. You will lose a duel if you have no cards in your deck at the start of your turn, or if there are no Pokemon in your play area. So be careful! You read like that. What do you mean read like that? Nothing to ask. Is that all? Yeah. They say that actions speak louder than words, so let's play a game. Since this is your first time, just try to learn the basic steps. I'll be coaching you, so follow my advice. If you don't do as I say, we won't be able to proceed. Might be easier if you read the Pokemon trading card game instruction book while we play. Okay then, let's start your practice game. Please read the instruction book. Not for the game, but for the trading card game. It's too many words. Text Sam, Sam's practice deck. Since this is just a practice, do not shuffle the deck. Each player will draw 7 cards. You start the duel by drawing 7 cards. Choose a basic Pokemon to place in the area. Draw 7 cards and get ready for the battle. Choose your active Pokemon. You can only choose basic Pokemon as your active Pokemon, so you can choose either Goldeen or Staryu. For our practice duel, choose Goldeen. Choose Goldeen for this practice duel, okay? You cannot select this card. Alright, well there's Goldeen. Levels don't necessarily matter, but they do determine some stats, I suppose. But choose up to 5 basic Pokemon to place on the bench. Next, put your Pokemon on your bench. You can switch bench Pokemon with your active Pokemon. Again, only basic Pokemon can be placed on your bench. Choose Staryu from your hand and put it there. Place Staryu on the bench. When you have no Pokemon to put on your bench, press the B button to finish. Neither of those commands are gonna work, Sky. Placing the prizes. Please place 2 prizes. Coin will be tossed to decide who plays first. If heads, I play first. I play first. Kind of at a disadvantage there. I don't like going first in this TCG. To use the attack command, you need to attach energy cards to your Pokemon. Choose cards from the menu and select a water energy card. Next, choose your active Pokemon Goldeen and press the A button. Then the water energy card will be attached to Goldeen. Finally, attack your opponent by selecting an attack command. Choose attack from the menu and select Horn attack. Now let's play the game! And water energy. Play it. And then attack! Eat my horn attack! Sam is thinking. Attach the fighting energy card to Marchop, and here comes low kick for 20 damage. I do kind of wish they had a number rather than the icons for damage counters. Your Goldine's gonna get knocked out. Let's evolve it. Choose Seeking from your hand and attach it to Goldine to evolve it. Its HP increases from 40 to 70. Its HP increases from 40 to HP. Your Seeking doesn't have enough energy to use Waterfall. You need to attach a Psychic Energy card to Seeking. Star means any energy card. Now you can use Waterfall. Keep the Water Energy card for other Pokemon. Now let's attack your opponent with Seeking's Waterfall. Now let's play the game! Okay, there's the Psychic Energy to Goldine. And activate Seeking. And here we go. Let's go Waterfall. $30 damage there, nice. What's the weather at your place? Honestly fine. Sort of looked a little cloudy out there, and maybe was threatening to rain, but it doesn't look like it's gonna rain. It's just, yeah, it's just normal. 21 degrees or so. Celsius, I should say. Okay, Rattata's on the bench. There's a fighting energy to Marchop. I think that was to Marchop. I wasn't paying attention. Maybe it was to Rattata. Draw a card from the deck. Seeking's got enough energy, so you don't need to attach anymore. Attach energy cards to your bench Pokemon to get them ready for battle. Attach your water energy card to your bench Staryu. Next, select the attack command. Marchop has 10 HP left. Seeking's Horn Attack will be enough to knock out Marchop. Now, choose Seeking's Horn Attack. Now, Marchop's HP is 0 and it is knocked out. When you knock out the defending Pokemon, you can pick up a prize. Now, let's play the game! I'm gonna have to use the D-pad, I think, whilst I'm in card battles, because using the control stick is kind of, yeah, it's a bit too quick. Like, that's me just flicking it down, and sometimes it springs back up, so I might just be using the D-pad here. That's fine. Can I select Waterfall? Yeah, I can. It doesn't matter. 16 coconuts here. I kind of want to go to the Aqua Park already. That one. Water energy. Rattata! Sam is thinking. Rattata evolved into Raticate! And attached to lightning energy. And here comes that bite attack. Seeking's gonna get knocked out. When all your Pokemon are knocked out and there are no Pokemon on your bench, you lose the game. Put Drowsy, the basic Pokemon you just drew, on your bench. Attach a Water Energy card to Drowsy to get it ready to attack. Choose your active Seeking and attack your opponent with Waterfall. Now let's play the game! Do you like Aqua Parks? I feel as though I would have liked them if I wasn't terrified of heights and I didn't like the dropping of my stomach. So, when I went to the Gold Coast in that would have been like 2016, 2017, something like that, I had every intention to, what I was calling, burn a hole through my board shorts. Essentially, I was going to go down every single water slide. I went down the first one and freaked myself out too much. And then I went down like maybe 2 more, and I physically found myself unable to climb the ladders to go up. It took me all day to go back up to one water slide. I did that one a few times, to be fair. But yeah, it took all day to get there after the first 3. So I did the first 2 within like half an hour or so. Then I did the third one in about an hour. It took me ages to build that up, and I almost turned around when I was right there at the top. It took a lot of convincing from my dad and a lot of convincing from the park staff member to get me to go down. And then the last slide that I went down took me all day to build up to it. I just could not build up. You have Drowsy and Staryu on your bench. So I wanted to like them, but I don't like that dropping feeling in my stomach. I don't know why. It was a problem at Disneyland as well, and at Universal Studios. I deliberately avoided a lot of thrill rides. Staryu was the active Pokemon for this practice duel. Did you get clobbered on the first two? I didn't get clobbered, per se. The first one was quite intense, and the second one was one of those drop slides. But, to be honest, it's the dropping feeling that I get in my stomach. I don't like that. Maybe kidney stones? I don't think so. I've had a kidney stone before. It wasn't kidney stones. Not back then. Here, press select to check Pokemon data. It is important to know your cards and the status of your Pokemon. Then Staryu and press the A button to set it as your active Pokemon. Now, let's play the game. Alright, Staryu. Drew a potion. Staryu evolves into Starmie. Let's get Staryu ready to use Starmie's attack command when it evolves to Starmie. Choose the water energy card from your hand and attach it to Staryu. Attack your opponent with Staryu's Slap. Now let's play the game. Oh, I can press select to, I can press select to sort. Okay. That's handy to know, I suppose. All sides can help with the kidney stones. Let's slap you silly. Interesting fact. Yeah, I don't think it was kidney stones. I think it's just a combination of general fear of heights. I'm fine. Hey, oddly enough, I'm fucking fine in planes, but I can't stand up a ladder. It's scary. I'm perfectly fine in planes because I think I'm too high up that it doesn't matter and I feel relatively safe. And I was fine in Tokyo Skytree, but like, I can't climb to the top rung of a ladder. I don't want to stand on, like, I can stand on my desk, because I've done it before, even though I shouldn't, but I have stood on my desk, and trust me, I don't want to stand on my desk. Like I said, even ladders are just like, nope. I drew a Seeking. Now recover Staryu with a trainer card. Choose Potion from your hand. Now let's get ready to evolve it to Starmie. Also, attach a water energy card to Staryu. Attack your opponent with Staryu's Slap to end your turn. Now let's play the game. I just noticed he retreated too. Oh, I'm supposed to heal. My bad. Okay, now we can attack. There we go. Wait, what do you mean? Oh my goodness, you are resetting my entire turn when I tell you no, I don't need to practice again. There. Good grief. I don't remember this taking quite so long, to be honest. This is a depression I don't feel as I used to. Ow. Hey, there's that Starmie. Now you have finally drawn a Starmie card. Choose Starmie from your hand and use it to evolve Staryu. You've already attached enough energy to use Star Freeze. Attack your opponent with Starmie Star Freeze. Now, let's play the game! Paralysis check! Pad's opponent's paralyzed! Not that it... Oh no, it does matter. 20 damage and you're paralyzed. Finish the turn without attacking. Okay. Marchop is cured of paralysis. Now Marchop has only 10 HP left. Let's finish the battle. Attack with Starmie Star Freeze. You've knocked out your opponent. Pick up the last prize. Skylar is the winner. Now let's play the game. Paralysis check. Not that it matters. You're gonna die anyway. Especially in the roller coaster, they are safe. They've been designed that way so you don't fly out. Yeah, I know. Skylar took all the prizes. Decision, you won the duel with Sam. Ta-da. Basically, this is how the Pokemon trading card game is played. It's a game in which you try to knock out as many of your opponent's Pokemon as there are prizes. That's the gist of it. If you don't understand something, talk to Sam. It might be helpful to practice again, too. This time was just practice, so I had you follow everything I said, but there are other styles of play, so try them out by choosing Normal Duel. Now then, let's build your deck. Did you bring your cards? Skylar handed his cards to Dr. Mason. Let me add some of my own cards to yours. Now, Skylar, what kind of deck do you want? Please select the deck you want. I wonder. Thing that could happen is when a staff forgets to lock you in. So, the one time that I have played a portion of this, I'm gonna be real with you, and I don't know how it happened, but I'm pretty sure I got lucky on a card pack pull, and I pulled like a Moltres or something. And I don't know how. Because I thought it was a legendary card that was locked away. That, or I finished the first area. I kind of want to try something different other than Charmander. Because I always choose Charmander, even in the main games. I'm like half tempted by Bulbasaur. Just to see what it's like. But at the same time, Bulbasaur's probably not going to get any legendaries added to it, so... Whereas Squirtle and Charmander can with Articuno and Moltres. Charizard is one of the few Pokemons I know. I wonder what the internet is saying. I think these were also regular decks from the, Doesn't really matter in my opinion since you get new cards quickly and you can duel the same people over and over to get more cards, so building new decks to suit the various clubs isn't difficult. If you go with Bulbasaur, go to the Rock. If you choose Charmander, start with the Grass. Personally, I chose Charmander. I wonder. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Charizard's ability either. It has to sacrifice energy cards, but actually, let me check some of these cards out. What does Blastoise do? And then let's compare that with Venusaur. And Lucky Last, compare that with Charizard. Okay, so Blastoise. As often as you like, Pokemon Power Rain Dance. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach one water energy card to one of your Pokemon. This power can't be used if Blastoise is asleep, confused, or paralyzed. Hydro Pump does 40 damage plus 10 more damage for each water energy attached to Blastoise, but not used to pay for this attack's energy cost. Extra water energy after the second doesn't count, so it's 40 plus 20, so it's 60 damage total. Venusaur. Oh, Blastoise has 100 HP. Venusaur has 100 HP. Pokemon Power Energy Trans. As often as you like during your turn, you may take one grass energy card attached to one of your Pokemon and attach it to a different one. And Solar Beam for 4 energy. Which does 60 damage. Charizard is energy burn. As often as you like during your turn, you may turn all energy attached to Charizard into fire energy for the rest of this turn. This power can't be used if Charizard is asleep, confused, or paralyzed. And then Fire Spin, discard 2 energy cards attached to Charizard in order to use this attack, but it does 100 damage. So it's quite effective. So Bulbasaur needs just as much energy as Charizard, but doesn't lose the damage over time. Oh, and Charizard has 120 HP. So Charizard actually has more HP than the other two, but burns away its energy. One ear waggles. Okay, there you go. Maybe I should add that as a redeem, huh? More HP, more damage, but burns energy cards. Less damage, less energy required, but more energy required to do max damage. But can use its ability to place a water energy anywhere, yeah? Yeah, so it gets a bonus energy card. Can move energy around, that does 60 damage, takes 4 energy to get there, but doesn't burn it. Maybe Charmander? Like, I'm still leaning towards Charmander just because of the extra damage output, but I wonder. I suppose we can build something out later. Charmander and Friends deck? Sure. Considering how wild I am about the TCG, I'm surprised I A, didn't buy a starter deck before coming here, and B, more importantly, didn't actually have a lot of cards to the point where he had to add his own. Okay, a Charmander and Friends deck. Here are the remaining cards. 30 cards. You should deal with many different people. Why don't you go to one of the card clubs? There are many people playing at the card clubs. Collect new cards and try building a new deck. Gathering information is important. If you wish to inherit the legendary Pokemon cards, listen to what people have to say and read the books on bookshelves. If I have any information, I'll send you an email, so check the PC every so often to read your mail. D-pad to move now that we've got free movement, and we can also run by pressing the B button. Save your game, press start, and choose diary from the menu. All sorts of stuff with that PC over there. You can read email from Dr. Mason on that PC too. Which will it cost? I'm not sure yet. I got a severe case of the waggles. We got card album, read mail. Skylar, it's me, Dr. Mason. Are you getting the hang of the Pokemon trading card game? I have some information for you about booster packs. If you want to collect the same cards, duel the same person many times to get a particular booster pack. By doing so, you will be able to collect the same cards, making it easier for you to build your deck. Another method for collecting cards is to use Card Pop. When you and a friend use Card Pop, you'll each receive a new card. Once you pop with a certain friend, you won't be able to pop with that friend again, so find many friends who own the Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy, and pop with them to get new cards. Oh, here's something for you. Oh, he's just gonna give me a booster pack? How did you attach a physical thing to an email? I just pulled a fucking Gyarados, and a Kadabra, and a Nidorino. Nidorino has, for 3 energy, is double kick. Flip 2 coins, this attack does 30 times the number of heads. And Horn Drill is just base. Damage of 50. Tree cost 1, so 3 and 4. Growlithe has just got Flare for 2 energy. 1 fire. HP of 60. Nidorino has HP of 60 as well. Gyarados has HP 100, Dragon Rage for 3, Bubble Beam for 4 for 40, 50 and 40. What? Ah, Bubble Beam paralyzes. Okay, so you're sacrificing 1 damage for paralysis. Okay. I pulled a Magnemite, Thunder Wave and Self-Destruct. Flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed, does 10 damage to each Pokemon on each player's bench. Magnemite does 40 damage to itself, killing itself. Marchop has low kick, we've seen that one before. Kadabra, HP 60, recover. Discard 1 energy one psychic energy card attached to Kadabra in order to use this attack, but remove all damage counters from Kadabra. And Super Psy is 50 for 3. We got Jigglypuff, Lullaby, and Pound for 20 damage. 60. The defending Pokemon is now asleep. Meowth has got Cat Punch. Does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon chosen at random. Don't apply weakness and resistance to this attack. Any other effects that would happen after applying weakness and resistance still happen. Build allows us to draw 2 cards. We want to add that to our deck pretty much straight away. Lynx is the cat with the sharp ends of the ears. I think so, yeah. My phone is so heavy. And yeah, that's all we got. I'll be sending you useful information by email. I'll also attach a booster pack for you, so check your mail often. I'm sure you already know, but there are 8 clubs. The Fighting, Water, Lightning, Grass, Psychic, Fire, and Rock and Science type clubs. Different clubs use the cards that are specific to that club. Are you also hoping to inherit the legendary Pokemon cards? If you want the legendary cards, you must defeat the Grand Masters. To duel the Grand Masters, you must first get the Master Medals. The 8 Masters of the card clubs each have a Master Medal. Go to Pokemon Dome if you want to learn more about the legendary cards. When you defeat a club member, you'll receive a booster pack. Each booster pack is 10 cards. Cards differ depending on the booster pack you receive. Type of booster pack differs depending on who you duel, so choose your opponents well. Win or loss of a match, Volume 1. When a Pokemon loses all of its HP, the Pokemon is knocked out. Place it and all attached energy cards in the discard pile. Each time you knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon, you draw one of your prize cards and place it in your hand. When you've taken all of your prize cards, you win the game. There we go. Deck is what allows us to build a new deck. Oh! So no, we don't have a Bulbasaur. So Charmander, Charmeleon, there's a Charizard in here. Thank you, Delimited. Growlithe, Arcanine, Ponyta, Magmar. Charmeleon is Slash and Flamethrower, 30 and 50. So there's no water types. There's some electric types. We've got Pikachu, Raichu, Magnemite, Magneton. It's probably a good idea to take a look at what we got. Pikachu does North for 10 damage. Thunderjolt, flip a coin of tails. Pikachu does 10 damage to itself. What is this, a Pichu? You know that the Bad Dragon now has a labs for their fan made designs. Oh boy. Agility for 20 damage. Flip a coin of heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all effective attacks, including damage done to Raichu. Some of them might meet the production. And Thunder, flip a coin of tails. Raichu does 30 damage to itself. Magnemite we've already seen. Magneton does Thunder Wave and Self-Destruct. Thunder Wave. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. Self-Destruct does 20 damage to each Pokemon on each player's bench, and then does 80 damage to itself. Oh! No, it wasn't Moltres. It was Zapdos. Holy shit. This is just here. Okay. Thunder for 60 damage. Cousin Ken, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, by the way. Thunder for 60 damage, Thunderbolt for 100 damage. Thunder, Zapdos does 30 damage to itself if you flip a coin and you lose. And discard all energy cards attached to Zapdos in order to use this attack. Not good that we have several Pokemon that do that. We have Diglett with Dig and Mudslap, pretty basic. Dugtrio has Slash for 40 damage, and then Earthquake for 70 damage. Does 10 damage to each of your own benched Pokemon. That's stupid. Kin is a good Derek. Cousin Kin is very kind to me. Very, very kind indeed. There's a Marchop and a Marchoke. Marchoke, Karate Chop. Does 50 damage, minus 10 damage for each damage counter on Marchoke. And Submission, Marchoke does 20 damage to itself. We've also got Rattata with a regular bite attack. And to type shout out. Oh. One of the best, I'd hazard a guess. It certainly saved my butt multiple times, if you're talking about Zapdos. Ratacat with... Ratacat. It's a rat, not a cat. Bite for 20 damage, Super Fang. Does damage to the defending Pokemon equal to half the defending Pokemon's remaining HP, rounded up to the nearest 10. No Kin being one of the... Oh! Yes. Yes, because Cousin Kin is one of the best Darks. We got a Jigglypuff. The defending Pokemon is now asleep in 20 pounds. Or 20 damage. We haven't got that in there. There's one Meowth in there as well. So we got Raticate, Rattata, and Meowth. Okay. You're also one of the best? Nuh-uh. So we got Professor Oak, discard your hand and draw 7 cards. Bill draws 2 cards. Switch one of your bench Pokemon with your active Pokemon for free. Computer search, discard 2 of the other cards from your hand in order to search your deck for any card and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. Plus power, attach plus power to your active Pokemon at the end of your turn, discard it. If this Pokemon's attack does damage to any active Pokemon, the attack does 10 more damage to the active Pokemon. Potion removes 20 HP or 2 damage counters. If fewer, then remove all of them. Full heal, your active Pokemon is no longer asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned. And energy cards. We've got fire energy cards, we've got no water energy cards, we've got lightning energy cards, we've got fighting energy cards. I think we can have... Yeah, we can only have up to 4 decks. Okay. Well, that was a cute cat. Win or loss of the match, Volume 2. I know there's a lot of reading, but bear with me. You also win if your opponent's deck is out of cards at the start of your opponent's turn. Be careful not to run out of cards yourself. And Volume 3. You also win if your opponent has no Pokemon left on the bench after you have knocked out his or her active Pokemon. Be sure to keep enough Pokemon on your bench. What is a deck? A deck is the set of Pokemon cards used in duels. A deck consists of exactly 60 cards, but only 4 of the same card are allowed in the deck. Create your own deck to play the game. These are the basic rules of the Pokemon trading card game. Cards Volume 1, Pokemon cards. There are 2 types of Pokemon cards in the Pokemon trading card game. Basic Pokemon and Evolution Pokemon. Only basic Pokemon may be placed directly on the bench. There are 2 types of Evolution Pokemon cards, Stage 1 and Stage 2. Place Stage 1 Pokemon on top of basic Pokemon, and Stage 2 Pokemon on top of Stage 1 Pokemon. Ah, there's no volumes on that one. Can't read the chalkboard. Cards Volume 2, Energy Cards. Attach energy cards to your Pokemon to give them the energy they need to attack. Choose an energy card from your hand and attach it to a Pokemon. You may attach only 1 energy card per turn. And Volume 3, Trainer Cards. Trainer Cards are one-shot cards that can be used once and are then discarded. You can play as many Trainer Cards as you like during your turn. A deck is typically an elevated from ground level extension of a house, often used as an environmental area. As an entertainment area, rather. Isn't the auto deck machine great? As long as you have the necessary cards, this machine will automatically build a deck for you. Ha! Ho ho! Ho-oh? Won't you duel me to test your deck? If you win, I'll give you a booster pack, but it only contains energy cards. It's important to know how your deck performs. You need a medal to activate a deactivated auto deck machine. The master medal is owned by the club masters. Place the medals here after you win them, and you'll be able to build new decks. This machine is a deck save machine. You can save the configurations of your modified decks in this machine. Once you save a deck, this machine can rebuild it for you at any time, as long as you have the necessary cards. When you build a great deck, you should save it here. The Water Beetle deck? Psychic Marcham deck. It's a fighting metal deck, auto machine. It isn't working since the fighting metal is not inserted. Rock, water, lightning, grass, psychic, science. Wait, hold on. Science? What? What kind of type is that? Ho-ho! Please choose the deck you wish to duel against. Lightning and fire, water and fighting, grass and psychic, I suppose. Ho-ho! Okay, let's start a full price match! Take Aaron, grass and psychic deck. Shuffle! Here we go! Our first official match. Neither player has any basic Pokemon in his hand! Great start! Turn the cards to the deck and draw again. Alright, here we go. I have Meowth, I have Pikachu and Pikachu. What else have I got? That's it. Alright. Can I not check? I would love to be able to check the Pokemon before I play it. Oh, there we go. Press start, not select. Okay. And Cat Punch is random. I mean, Pikachu's a good start. Let's play Pikachu. I'm gonna hold on to the Pikachu in my hand for now and just play Meowth. I'm gonna save the slots on my deck for like Charmander and such. Speaking of. Alright. I'll play it in an emergency. Well, I can't attack because it's my first turn. Never mind, it let me attack? Okay. Is it because he actually did something? I drew a fighting energy, alright. A Thunder Jolt will knock you out. But I got heads, so I didn't do damage to myself. Let's pick you. I got Arcanine. And there's Weedle. No poison for me. And 10 damage. Do another fighting energy. Suppose I should probably be building up Meowth, huh? I'm gonna lock out with the Thunder Jolt. Nice! No damage. As Kim would say, Arcanini. A Norse should be able to finish off Weedle without risking damage to myself. I'm still not poisoned. Meowth, and Nor will finish you off. There's Marchop. Apla. Paralyzed? I'm paralyzed. Okay. I will have to flip a coin in order to attack. I skipped that and didn't see what I drew. Oh, I got Ponyta. What does Ponyta do? I didn't see this one. Smash Kick and Flame Tail. Smash Kick with nothing, Flame Tail with nothing. Alright, cool. Let's play you onto the bench. And let's play Marchop onto the bench, because we actually have Machoke. And then... I need to check my bench. How do I do that? Check. My play area. Hand... Right, so Machoke needs more fighting energy. Okay. I suppose I can play that on Ponyta in the meantime. I am not able to attack due to paralysis. Have I got a full heal? No, I don't. Alright. Use Energy Search. Search your deck for a basic energy card and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck afterwards. Alright, am I paralyzed? I'm paralyzed, but it doesn't matter. Pikachu is knocked out. Whew, okay. 2 and 2, man. I'm not drawing the energy cards I need. I basically got a bunch of evolution cards that I can't play, aside from Machoke. Jazzy took 20 damage, alright. Paralysis check, fail. Basically just threw... Oh, I resisted that and took no damage. Nice. Random damage on Abra. No paralysis for me, and I resist it, so I take no damage. I did not know that I could resist damage to the point where I do not get attacked. I have evolution cards in my hand, and I can't play any of them. I'm just attacking at this point, and hoping I hit Abwa. Place Taurus on the bench, that could be nasty. I'm surprised he doesn't retreat Abra, but at the same time... I didn't see what I drew. I may as well play Diglett. My bench is loaded at this point. Hey, there's the Abra knockout that I was hoping for. Okay, now I have Charizard. Sure. Thanks, I guess. Oof. 30 damage on my Meowth. Other cards from your hand in order to put search your deck for any card and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. Okay, what do I have in my hand? Flamethrower, discard 1 energy card attached to Arcanine in order to use this attack, and Arcanine does 30 damage to itself. I feel like computer search is on the cards, but then what do I grab? Because I need the energy cards. That's the problem that I'm having right now. I need energy. I really don't know what I'm going to do here. That Taurus is nasty. It's gonna take me way too long to build up literally anything. Raticate doesn't have a lot of HP. I'm tempted by Magneton, but I feel as though a Fire type is probably better because I have more energy of that in my deck. Question is, do I want to go for Charizard or do I want to go for Arcanine instead? Okay, let's discard Raticate, and let's discard Magneton. Okay. There's only like 4 lightning energies left in the deck. 5, 6, 7, okay. Fire Punch and Flamethrower. I'll go with Charmander. Then play Charmander onto the bench. Right, I don't really have anything else to do. No 10 plus damage, but it's enough to knock out Meowth. Ponyta is ready to go, Charmander's not, so I'm gonna hold on to Charmander. Sure, I'll put Rattata on the bench, not that that matters. Smash Kick and Flame Tail. Alright. And Charmeleon, what do you do? Slash and Flamethrower. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to build you up anyway. Alright, let's go Flame Tail because I have the fire energy to do it. So you'll do 30 damage, straight up. Oh, come on. And that's a knockout too. Oof. None of my Pokemon have any energy, and that beast of a thing is just gonna wipe out everything that I've got. So I'll put Charmander on the bench and hope for the best. I drew Diglett. Great. I literally can't do anything. It's fine, I can't attack you anyway. I am going to lose this match. Is there a way that I can just retreat? Can I end the duel? I can't forfeit. I just have to die. Nothing I can do. I could not pull my energy cards. That's it. Oh, how about it? Did you get a feel for your deck? Oh, come again. I'll be glad to do you anytime. I wonder if a lightning and fire deck would be better. Let's try that instead. Equal playing ground. Ugh, I only draw a March-up. There's nothing I can place on my bench. I'm playing first. And immediately I'm going to play... Wait. Wasn't Bill here? No? Alright, well. I'm immediately gonna sack my hand and draw 7 cards. What did I get? Right. I'll growl with something at least. And I got a fighting energy for March-up, which is great. I don't know why it's letting me attack, but sure. Oh! Wow! Okay! Oh, you win! Here you go, as promised. More energy guards. Which, of course, was what we were expecting. Obliterated! That was funny. I wonder if I should drop some of the fighting type Pokemon. Okay, let's drop that out. And instead put in more energy there, more energy there, more energy there, and more energy there. Oh, never mind, I've got too much energy. Let's drop you and you, I think. Let's add that and go for more energy. There. I feel like that's going to be a better play in the short term. Hi Skylar, how can I help you? Start using practice deck. Listen and follow Dr. Mason's instructions. No thanks. Practice again if there is anything you don't understand. Okay, and then there's rules and normal duel. Okay, 2-prize duel using the practice deck. I sure would like to duel you. Sam's practice deck. Do not shuffle the deck. Alright. Seeking has Horn Attack and Waterfall. Staryu has Slap. Goldeen has Horn Attack. Alright. And I'm playing first. Draw a card, drew Water Energy. Let's play a Water Energy on you. Okay, and Horn Attack. Okay. If there's no repercussions, I may as well use my best attack. By repercussions, I mean like losing my energy and such. March-Up goes down. I got a Water Energy. Rat-Attack comes out. And immediately evolves and has a Bite Attack. Okay, I drew Drowsy. Get an early start on Raticate. Because Raticate's about to do a wipeout. They go Seeking. Staryu comes out. Drew a Potion. Play that on Drowsy. I win unless he retreats. Raticate retreated to the bench. Okay. There's a Starmie. This is playing out exactly the same. So there's Starmie. Recover and Starfreeze. I need to attach one more energy. That's fine. And Starfreeze it. Generating Paralysis, which I think did paralyze. Very nice. Finish the turn without doing anything because of paralysis. Okay, and I'll just finish off the duel. I'm actually not sure if Sam gives us another card pack. Ugh. You're getting the hang of it! He does, but it's all energy cards. Keep this up and you should be able to win some duels! Right, so we've got the Fighting Club, the Lightning Club, the Rock Club, question mark's house, Challenge Hall, Pokemon Dome, Psychic Club, Science Club, Fire Club, Grass Club, Water Club. Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam is extremely powerful. You can remove the energy cards attached to your opponent's Pokemon. Without energy, they won't be able to attack or retreat. Prehistoric Power. Use Aerodactyl's Prehistoric Power to block your opponent's Pokemon from evolving. Your own Pokemon can't evolve? In that case, use Devolution Spray on Aerodactyl and turn it back into a mysterious fossil. Then you'll be able to evolve your Pokemon. Phantom Cards. It is rumored that there is a Phantom card that can only be gotten by using Card Pop. It is believed there are 2 such cards, but no one knows what kind of cards they are. I'm off to search for someone who will give me these cards. Ishihara. I think that was the developer as well, because he was the main guy on Pokemon too. If a Pokemon has a weakness, it takes double damage when attacked by a Pokemon of a certain type. If a Water Pokemon attacks a Fire Pokemon, the Fire Pokemon will receive double damage. If a Pokemon has a resistance, it takes 30 less damage when attacked by a Pokemon of a certain type. If an attack gives a damage of 30, the Pokemon will not receive damage. Beware of the weakness and resistances of your Pokemon. That's changed, and it's now like a set amount on each card. So it's interesting that there's a proper like set amount here. Also, what are those 2 cards in Card Pop? I'm now curious. Why do I have a feeling it's probably like Mewtwo and Mew? Oh no. It's a different Venusaur and a Mew. So... It will not work on the Virtual Console release, but does work on the Nintendo Switch Online? Huh. Hang on. However, you can only card pop with a person once, and the Venusaur will never appear due to a bug anyway. So the Venusaur has 100 HP, retreat cost of 2. Pokemon Power, Solar Power. Once during your turn before you attack, you may use this power. Your active Pokemon and the defending Pokemon are no longer asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned. This power can't be used if Venusaur is asleep, confused, or paralyzed. So why would you use that then? I mean, as long as you're not poisoned. As long as you're poisoned, it wouldn't help. Mega Drain for 4 energy. Remove a number of damage counters from Venusaur equal to half the damage done to the defending Pokemon after applying resistance and weakness and resistance rounded up to the nearest 10. If Venusaur has fewer damage counters than that, remove all of them. Does 40 damage. Mew has 50 HP, weakness to Psychic, retreat cost of nothing. For 2 energy, 1 Psychic, Mystery Attack. Does a random number of damage and may cause a special condition to the defending Pokemon. Weird. Very weird. Drawing Design Cards. The Trainer Card Computer Search is useful when you want to draw a certain card. Item Finder and Pokeball will also help. Retreating. Retreating your active Pokemon to the bench is a good strategy in certain situations. Retreating a Pokemon requires energy cards. Dodrio's Retreat Aid decreases the number of energy cards required to retreat. If you retreat right away, your Pokemon won't get knocked out. Combos. You can create powerful combos by combining the abilities of 2 cards. Pokemon Powers and Trainer Cards are useful in creating combos. Find card combinations that will create your own powerful combos. What if you place Energy Trance? What if you place Exeggutor in the arena, but you don't have any energy cards? In this case, use Venusaur's Energy Trance to transfer Grass Energy and use Big Explosion. If you attach 8 energy cards, you can give your opponent up to 160 damage. Toxic Gas. Mux's Toxic Gas is very powerful. It can block all Pokemon powers, but be careful because it also blocks your own Pokemon's powers. Rain Dance. Blastoise's Pokemon power, Rain Dance, is a great boon for your water Pokemon. You can attach as many water energy cards as you have to your water Pokemon. Power up your Pokemon and attack. Self-destruct. It's a good idea to use Defender when attacking with self-destruct. That way you'll be able to give major damage to your opponent's active and bench Pokemon without your Pokemon getting knocked out. Defender, huh? Damage Swap. You can use Alakazam's Damage Swap to move damage counters off of the Pokemon that is almost knocked out, or you can create a combo by combining it with Chansey and Scoop Up. Keep moving damage counters to Chansey, and use Scoop Up to return Chansey to your hand. Then put Chansey back in play. You will have lost all damage counters. Teaching us a few combos there. So what's in here? Legendary Pokemon Cards Volume 4. One's Volume 4. So this must be Volume 1. The first of the Legendary Pokemon cards is a level 37 Moltres. The Fire Giver. Frog in my throat. You can place Fire Energy cards in... With the ability Fire Giver, you can place Fire Energy cards in your hand. Also, Dive Bomb is a powerful attack. Grandmaster Courtney, the Fire Queen, owns this card. Second legendary Pokemon card is level 68 Zapdos. With Peal of Thunder, just putting this card on the bench causes damage. Also, Big Thunder is a powerful attack. Thunder Grandmaster Steve owns this card. The third legendary Pokemon card is level 37 Articuno. Its Quick Freeze will paralyze opponent's Pokemon when the card is put in play. Also, Ice Breath is a powerful attack. Grandmaster Jack the Iceman owns this card. The fourth legendary Pokemon card is level 41 Dragonite. Its Healing Wind will heal damage done to Pokemon when this card is played. Also, Slam is a powerful attack. Rod, the leader of the Grandmasters, owns this card. Courtney, Steve, Jack, and Rod, the four Grandmasters who defend the legendary Pokemon cards, are all masters of the Pokemon trading card game. Master Medals. There are a total of 8 Master Medals owned by the Club Masters. It is said that the secret of their club's deck is encrypted in the Master Medals. Some say the medals were a gift from the Grand Masters. Plate of Legends. Those in search of the legendary Pokemon cards. Defeat the Masters of the 8 clubs and attain the 8 medals. Once attained, defeat the Grand Master here at Pokemon Dome. Then you shall inherit the legendary Pokemon cards. And there's a one all 8 Master Medals may enter the hall. You may not won all the Master Medals. Leave this place! Go away! Greetings, welcome to the Challenge Hall. The Challenge Cup will begin soon. If you win the Challenge Cup, you will receive a promotional card. Please join us for this competition. What's that? Oh, the Challenge Cup isn't being held right now. Me, I'm waiting for the Challenge Cup to begin. Greetings, welcome to the Battle Center. Would you like to duel a friend? Welcome to the Gift Center. What can I do for you? Send card, receive cards, send deck configuration, receive it. Look at the Challenge Cup as the host. I can't wait to get up on stage. Colorless Pokemon. Colorless Pokemon are very easy to use. They can attack with any type of energy cards, so you can include them in any type of deck. There are many colorless Pokemon, so check them all out. Colorless Pokemon are effectively normal types. Dragon Pokemon. Colorless Dragon Pokemon cards have resistance to Psychic Pokemon and have no weaknesses. They can attack with any type of energy card. They truly are worthy of the name Dragon until they fixed it and made Dragon its own type, and then didn't give them energy, and instead gave them regular energy cards. What a stupid idea that was. They introduced Dragon types alongside Fairy types. Bird Pokemon. Colorless Bird Pokemon cards have resistance to Fighting Pokemon, but are weak against Lightning Pokemon. They can attack with any type of energy card. They can retreat easily since they are flying. Challenge Cup is held here at the Challenge Hall. We're still preparing for the next Challenge Cup. Please visit us another time. There's a door there, but it doesn't activate when I press it. Well, getting the Lightning Medal wasn't that hard. If I keep this up, I should be able to get the legendary Pokemon cards. What? It's you, Skylar. What are you doing? Huh? That's a deck. Are you trying to get the legendary Pokemon cards? No. Diesel's trying to hide it. I know you came here for the medal. You're out of your league. Alright, listen up. I'll teach you what it's about. To inherit the legendary Pokemon cards, you must defeat the 8 Club Masters and get the 8 medals. Then you have to go to Pokemon Dome and defeat all 4 of the Grandmasters there. There's no way you can do it. You might as well just give up and go home, because the legendary Pokemon cards are going to be mine. I already won the first medal. See ya, Skylar. Ha 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 ha. Gee, what a dick bag. I was gonna say jerk, but then I was like, nah, that's worthy of something worse. This club will use decks made up mostly of lightning-type Pokemon. Would you like to get charged up with us? Hey, you charged up? You playing the Pokemon trading card game? Yeah, gotta be a Grandmaster. Hey kid, I've got a level 20 Electabuzz, but what I really want is a level 35 Electabuzz. Hey kid, do you have a level 35 Electabuzz? No. Oh, bummer, what a drag. Really uncool kid. See ya, kid. Why would you want my more powerful Electabuzz? I wonder if the legendary cards are pretty. If they're sparkly, I'll be really happy. Lightning Pokemon. Lightning Pokemon characteristics. Strong against water Pokemon. Weak against fighting Pokemon. Require lightning energy cards to attack. Energy cards. There are 6 basic energy cards. Grass, Fire, Water, Lightning, Fighting, and Psychic. There's also the double colorless energy card. You may include as many energy cards as you like in your deck, but you may only include 4 double colorless energy cards. When you and your friend card pop, you will each receive a new card. After you pop with a friend, you won't be able to pop with the same friend for a while. You always get the same card when you pop with the same friend, so pop with many friends to get different cards. Oh, excuse me, did you hear? Ishihara, who lives on the Cape to the northeast, he owns 10,000 cards. He probably even has rare cards. Gee, I lost. Matthew's really good. He'll probably inherit the legendary Pokemon cards. Hi, I'm Matthew, a member of the Rock Club. I just finished a duel I won, of course. The legendary cards will belong to me. How about it? Would you like to duel me? No thanks. What, are you afraid of me? Well, come back anytime you want to duel with me. I'm going to be moving soon to a faraway place, but I'm not sad. I'll make new friends dueling with Pokemon cards. Rock Pokemon. Rock Pokemon characteristics strong against lightning Pokemon and weak against grass Pokemon. Require fighting energy cards to attack. Winning with fighting Pokemon. Fighting Pokemon will have a hard time against Stage 2 Pokemon, as many Stage 2 Pokemon are resistant to fighting Pokemon. Try to knock out your opponent's Pokemon before they evolve. Basic Pokemon. Basic Pokemon are a must in the Pokemon trading card game. Basic Pokemon are the only Pokemon you can put directly from your hand into the play area. Stage 1 and Stage 2 evolution cards can only be used on basic Pokemon. Make sure you have enough basic Pokemon in your deck. I clearly don't. Oh, cool, it's now showing us Ishihara's house. I wonder if he's... Yeah, he's home. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Ishihara. I'm a Pokemon card collector. I love collecting cards. I see you also love Pokemon cards. Please come see me again, we must trade sometime. Oh, if you're playing with the cards, please read some of the books here. I believe they will be helpful. I did. Hello, welcome to the Fighting Club. Here at this club we duel using fighting Pokemon. No dirty dueling's allowed, only nice clean duels are allowed in this club. I was just saying which Grandmaster is the best. I think Steve is the best player. The best player among the Grandmasters is Rod, since he's the leader of the Grandmasters. See, you play the Pokemon trading card game. I'm not into dueling, I prefer collecting the cards. By the way, would you happen to have Omastar? If you do, I was wondering if you might want to give it to me. Just give me your Omastar, because I don't have it. If I were just a few years younger, I'd be dueling with you kids too. Fighting Pokemon characteristics. Strong against lightning Pokemon, weak against psychic Pokemon. Require fighting energy cards to attack. It is difficult to create combos with a fighting Pokemon, since not many fighting Pokemon have Pokemon power. However, their strong attacks make up for this. Double Colorless Energy is a very useful card. By using this single card, you are able to attach 2 energies at once. But be careful because the energy is colorless. Hello, welcome to the Water Club. This is a club devoted to water Pokemon. There are many different types of water Pokemon, so it's fun just to collect them. Sarah and Amanda of the Water Club are twins, so no wonder they look so much alike. Do you know Imakuni. He's a suspicious-looking guy, dressed all in black. You'll find him dancing away in the lounge at one of the clubs. He stands out, so it shouldn't be too hard to identify him, but maybe you shouldn't go near him. We don't use fire Pokemon cards here at the Water Club. I have this rare Arcanine, but I prefer Lapras. If you own a Lapras, would you mind trading it for my Arcanine? Aw, you're not gonna trade it with me? Aw, it's too bad, but if you change your mind, come look for me. All Amy, the master of this club, does lately is sleep. She's bored because she doesn't have anybody to duel. Water Pokemon characteristics. Strong against fire Pokemon, weak against lightning Pokemon. Some cards are weak against grass Pokemon. Require water energy cards to attack. Water Gun and Hydro Pump are attacks which have variable damage. The more energy you attach, the more powerful the attack is. The attack can do up to 20 more damage in this way. When a Pokemon is paralyzed, it is unable to do anything. It cannot retreat, attack, or use Pokemon power, but the player may use any cards in his or her hand. Paralysis lasts until the end of the paralyzed player's turn. Paralysis can be healed with full heal and evolution cards. I can't remember if they changed that or not. I thought it was a flip a coin, but I suppose that would be sleep, wouldn't it? Sleep is a coin flip. Burn is... I think poison is regular damage. Burn is damage, maybe? And then paralysis just can't do anything at all. I don't know. I would have to read the rules, I suppose. Greetings, welcome to the Grass Club. This club is for girls who love to grow flowers. Pokemon cards used here are also beautiful flowers. Oddish, Oddish, roly-poly Oddish. Oddish is so roly-poly and so cute. I'll give you this Vileplume if you give me an Oddish. I want an Oddish, a roly-poly Oddish. I don't have one. Only girls are allowed to join the Grass Club, but we're not accepting applications now anyway, sorry. Taking care of plants is hard work. Let me rest for a while. Who, the master of the Grass Club? Do you mean Mickey? Mickey's out. I need a break. Do you want to play the Pokemon trading card game with me? No thanks. How boring. I really love this duel hole. There's so many greenery and so many beautiful flowers. Oh, I got mail too. Skylar, it's me, Dr. Mason. I have some information about Gene's deck. He's the master of the Rock Club. His Rock Crusher deck is extremely strong against lightning Pokemon, but it's weak against grass Pokemon. I suggest you study the deck from the Grass Metal deck machine. Oh, before I forget, here's a booster pack for you. I got an Evolution booster pack. What have we got in here? Ooh, we got a Nidoking. Thrash for 3, Toxic for 3. Thrash, flip a coin. If heads, its attack does 30 damage plus 10 more damage. If tails, its attack does 30 damage and Nidoking does 10 damage to itself. Toxic, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned. It now takes 20 poison damage instead of 10 after each player's turn. Kingler, Flail, 10x, and Crabhammer for 40 damage. Does 10 damage times the number of damage counters on Kingler, and Crabhammer does 40 damage. Got a Super Potion. Discard one energy card attached to one of your Pokemon in order to remove 4 damage counters from that energy card. Or that Pokemon, rather. Got a Rapidash, Stomp and Agility. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 20 damage plus 10 more damage. If tails, this attack does 20 damage. And flip a coin. If heads, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all effective attacks including damage done to Rapidash. Got a Bulbasaur with Leech Seed. Unless all damage from this attack is prevented, you may remove 1 damage counter from Bulbasaur. Ghastly. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now asleep. And Destiny Bond. Discard 1 Psychic Energy attached to Ghastly in order to use this attack. If the Pokemon knocks out Ghastly during your opponent's next turn, knock out that Pokemon. Geodude, Stone Barrage. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 10 damage times the number of heads. Metapod, Stiffen. Why did they call it Stiffen? Stiffen, flip a coin. If heads, prevent all damage done to Metapod during your opponent's next turn. Any other effects of attacks still happen. And Stun Spore for 20 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. Jigglypuff, Friendship Song. Flip a coin. If heads, put a basic Pokemon card chosen at random from your deck onto your bench. And Expand. All damage done to you, Jigglypuff during your opponent's next turn is reduced by 10. And a Grass Energy. Got some decent cards in here. Shame I can't use half of them. Skylar, go defeat Gene, the master of the Rock Club. Grass Pokemon characteristics. Strong against rock Pokemon, weak against fire Pokemon. Some water Pokemon are weak against grass Pokemon. Require grass energy cards to attack. When your Pokemon is poisoned, it will continue to lose HP. The poisoned Pokemon will lose 10 HP at the end of each player's turn. To heal a poisoned Pokemon, you may retreat it to the bench or use the trainer card. Full heal, revolving or devolving the Pokemon are other ways of healing it. I love how Pokemon TCG allows you to devolve your Pokemon when you can't do that in any other Pokemon games. Many grass Pokemon are capable of evolving to Stage 2 Pokemon. Use the trainer card Pokemon Breeder to evolve Pokemon quickly. You'll be able to use powerful attacks early in the game. I think we'll be back there soon. What? You also want the legendary Pokemon cards? I want them too, but I'm still not quite good enough. Greetings, welcome to the Psychic Club. This club is for people who use Psychic Pokemon. Psychic Pokemon are difficult to use, but they're very strong. Hi, I'm Robert. I'm a member of the Psychic Club. My Ghost deck is really strong, it doesn't have any weaknesses, and it's difficult for opponents' attacks to cause damage. Would you like to duel me? No thanks. Oh man, you're boring. Won't anyone duel me? I dropped all my cards, so I'm putting them in order here. Legendary Pokemon cards are the ultimate cards. Everyone wants to inherit the legendary cards. That's why we play against so many different people. I just lost a duel, so I can't play right now. I can't play right now because I lost a duel. I don't like people who think too highly of themselves, that's why I don't like the members of the Psychic Club. Wish I could knock them off their high horses. You try to defeat Murray, the Psychic Club Master? If you defeat Murray, I'll give you something really valuable. Good, I'll be waiting here for you. Psychic Pokemon characteristics. Weak against Psychic Pokemon. Some colorless Pokemon are strong against Psychic Pokemon. Require Psychic Energy cards to attack. When a Pokemon is asleep, it is unable to do anything. It cannot attack, retreat, or use Pokemon power. A coin will be flipped at the end of each player's turn. If the coin comes up heads, the Pokemon will wake up. If it tails, the Pokemon remains asleep. Use Full Heal to wake it up. Some Pokemon have special abilities called Pokemon Power. They are very powerful abilities that can be used before attacking, even if the Pokemon with the Pokemon Power is still on the bench. There are many different Pokemon powers, so check your cards. Greetings, welcome to the Science Club. This club is for technicians who love the sciences. Pokemon cards used here are for those with the powers of science. What? I get so involved with the Pokemon trading card game, I lose track of time. Isn't the Pokemon trading card game really fun? Did you meet Ishihara? Wish I could be like him. Please don't disturb me, I'm in the middle of a very important experiment. If I use Porygon now, this will happen. I don't understand science, but I understand Pokemon cards. I lost. Characteristics of Pokemon used in the Science Club. Strong against rock Pokemon, weak against psychic Pokemon. Many cards have attacks with poison and sleep effects. Require grass energy cards to attack. It's big trouble if your Pokemon gets confused. When a confused Pokemon tries to attack, you must flip a coin. If it's heads, the attack is successful, but if it's tails, the Pokemon will attack itself for 20 damage. While pressing the B button, use the control pad to view your own or your opponent's play area or discard pile. B up is your play area, B left is your discard pile, B up is opponent's play area, B right is opponent's discard pile. Remember these handy functions. Greetings, welcome to the Fire Club. This is a club for boys with a burning passion for fire Pokemon. Fire Pokemon have the greatest attack power of all Pokemon. I'm burning with fire Pokemon fever today. One day I'm going to inherit the legendary cards. Energy cards are very important. Come back and see me when you collect a lot of energy cards, then I'll let you in on a secret. Ishihara's my friend, isn't it nice to have friends? Fire Pokemon have characteristics. Strong against grass Pokemon, weak against water Pokemon. Some grass Pokemon are not weak against fire Pokemon. Require fire energy cards to attack. Many fire Pokemon attacks require that an energy card be removed. Be sure to include many energy cards in decks with fire Pokemon. It might be wise to also include energy retrieval in your deck. Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy includes many original cards like the level 14 Meowth with the Cat Punch attack. There are many new cards, so go search them out. Did I go to the water club? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Alright. Cool. Now we've done all of the reading in the game, why don't we try attacking the grass club? Hmm? Was there a trainer in the training hall? Okay, a single match with 4 prizes, let's start. There was. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how badly this will go. Alright, I've got Charmander, I've got Diglett. Let's play Diglett. And let's put... Oh, sorry. Let's play Charmander. Okay, place 4 prizes. And I'm playing first. Drawing a card. Magneton. Magnemite, rather. That's going on the thingy. Fighting energy on Diglett there. And I'm also going to activate Bill immediately. Fire Energy and Pikachu. Pikachu, you can go on the bench. I can only do a dig attack. So that's that. Also using Bill. Twice! Ghastly on the bench. Fury swipes. If heads, 10 damage. 10 damage there, and... Yep, 10 damage. Ow. 20, but I'm weak to it. I should have realized that. I wonder then... That would be a waste of an energy card if I'm honest, so instead... let me check. Thunder Wave and Self-Destruct, and Gnaw and Thunder Jolt. Okay. And check Charmander? Alright, I think I'm gonna build up Charmander, to be honest. Alright. Okay. Fury swipes. Okay, well we knew we were gonna go out this turn anyway, so it doesn't matter how much damage you do. Okay, Brittany's got the lead there. Charmander's coming out. Ooh, very nice. Well timed that. Slash and Flamethrower. But... I don't have enough energy to do that. Yeah. It's 3 energy overall. So, let me just go with a... Didn't realize that. Alright. Okay. Ow. Ow! Oof. Fighting energy, okay, hand. attack. I'm just gonna go for the scratch here, finish you off. Nice. And then choose a Growlithe. Sure. Okay. Ghastly and Oddish is on the bench. Damn it. I am asleep. Charmander's asleep. Check, but I'm cured of it. And play Growlithe on the bench. Play a Lightning Energy on Pikachu. I'm gonna play Charmeleon now, evolving it. Then I'm gonna activate Computer Search. And I don't know what I'm gonna pull. I didn't think that far ahead. Honestly, more fire energy would be good. It feels like a waste, though, to just pull out my fire energy for this. I'll pull Charizard out. Oh, fuck. I have done a stupid because I can't attack. And I'm asleep again. And I'm out of it. Okay, well, now I have a lightning card. I'm just going to have to place that on Charmeleon. This might not necessarily be a bad thing. 30 damage, and Ghastly is down. Oddish retreated to the bench, and Charmander comes out, which is interesting. Why did you play Oddish, then, if you're just going to retreat it? Energy Search. Alright, I'm gonna finish off Charmander, and then I'm gonna evolve on my next turn. That's what I need. Oddish is on the bench, and she knows that Oddish is weak. But she is going for the Stun Spore, but I don't fall for it. Okay, let's play a Potion card on Charmeleon. And then I think probably a Slash is probably going to be enough to knock you out. Yeah, because you're weak to it. Nice. That's it. I wasn't sure about that one, but that turned out to be not too bad. Phew! Bit hard though. How could I lose? How? Got a booster pack mystery. Got a Clefairy, singing metronome. Flip a coin if heads the defending Pokemon is now asleep. Choose one of the defending Pokemon's attacks. Metronome copies that attack except for its energy costs. No matter what type the defending Pokemon is, Clefairy's type is still colorless. Exeggutor, teleport and Big Explosion. Teleport, switch Exeggutor with one of your bench Pokemon, Big Explosion. Flip a number of coins equal to the number of energy attached to Exeggutor. This attack does 20 damage times the number of heads. Holy shit, I like that. Omastar, Water Gun and Spike Cannon. Does 20 damage plus 10 more damage for each water energy attached to Omastar but not used to pay for this attack's energy cost. Can't add more than 20 damage in this way. Flip 2 coins, this attack does 30 damage times the number of heads, so it can do up to 60 damage. Supersonic, flip a coin if heads the defending Pokemon is now confused. Flip 2 coins, this attack does 30 damage times the number of heads, so that does 60 damage as well. Energy removal, choose one energy card attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon and discard it. And Lightning Energy and Oddish, Stunspore and Sprout, flip a coin if heads the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. And Sprout, search your deck for a basic Pokemon named Oddish and put it onto your bench. Shuffle your deck afterward. Drowsy, Pound and Confuse Ray. Flip a coin if heads the defending Pokemon is now confused. Regular Meowth with Payday, flip a coin if heads draw a card. Mankey, I remember seeing some of these cards by the way. Pokemon Power, Peek and Scratch for 10 damage. Peek, once during your turn, you may look at one of the following. The top card of either player's deck, a random card from your opponent's hand, or one of either player's prizes. And Scratch is just 10 damage. Some good cards in here, man. It's a shame we don't have Execute, because Exeggutor is insane. Just keep adding energy to it, and it's just gonna keep exploding. That is insane. Oh, I got 2! Nice! Nidoqueen! Boyfriend? Boyfriends and Mega Punch. Does 20 damage plus 20 more damage for each Nidoking you have in play. And Mega Punch is just standard for 50 damage. I got Primeape to go with my Mankey. Fury Swipes. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 20 damage times the number of heads, so it can do up to 60 damage. And Tantrum. Flip a coin if Tails Primeape is now confused after doing damage. Gloom. Poison Powder and Foul Odor. Poison Powder, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned. Foul Odor, both the defending Pokemon and Gloom are now confused. Double Colorless Energy, nice. There's that Meowth again. Energy Removal, Pikachu level 14, which is Spark. If your opponent has any bench Pokemon, choose one of them, and this attack does 10 damage to it. Drowsy, Paris, Scratch and Spore. The defending Pokemon is now asleep. Vulpix, Confuse Ray. Flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon is now confused. Humph, it's not much of a break if I lose. Some good cards in there. I wonder if I should, perhaps... deck. Modify deck. Lullaby and Pound, Cat Punch, Payday. 50, 50. Honestly, yeah, I'd rather have that Meowth, because it gives me a card, rather than doing 20 random damage. I'm also very tempted to just drop. Didn't know I had a pincer. Iron Grip and Guillotine. Flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. And Guillotine for 50 damage. Vine Whip does nothing, and Poison Powder is poison. I feel like having 3 types is probably a bad idea. And I kind of want to drop 3 types. Hi Doctor, welcome on in, and thank you for the subscription. 6 months of Skylar the stud, oh my word. Not a stud though. But the trouble is, I don't know what type I want to drop. I want to drop Electric, but Zapdos. Which is insane. Zapdos is like my second most powerful card behind Charizard. And that from time to time too. So I suppose if I'm going to drop anything, I should drop the fighting types. And then I can drop the fighting type energy, boost that, that, and that still gives me 4 to play with. Put in the double colorless energy, and then put in the third bill. Put in the super potion. Depending if there's any bench Pokemon, choose one of them in this deck does 10 damage to it. And then Norin Thunderjolt. I think I prefer Norin Thunderjolt. Yeah, I don't really have enough grass energy or water energy to instead put those in. And I don't have, like, any psychic cards. I have a few fighting cards, but not really too many. Do I have any... I mean, yeah, I can put you in. I can definitely chuck in Rapidash. And I can chuck in Growlithe. There we go. Although, I do feel like I should probably match and get some more energy cards. If I'm honest. I'll try this again, but I'm not sure about this. Let's see if my deck is a little bit stronger. Let's play Jigglypuff and a Growlithe. I'm playing second, no restrictions, but I don't think this game is using those restrictions anyway. I was able to attack on my first turn. I drew Computer Search. Okay, let's go with Friendship Song. Pikachu is on the bench, and that's a shuffle. I could Computer Search with Vulpix, but to be honest, I think I'd rather just do the attack. Ah, bother. Going for an Energy Search. I'm probably going to retreat. No? I drew the other Jigglypuff, which is Lullaby and Pound. However, I think I'm gonna Computer Search and discard you two, and instead pull something else out of my arse. And I don't know what to pull, as per usual. Where's that Arcanine got to? Perhaps I should pull out Arcanine. Yeah, let's pull Arcanine. And then... what have I got in play area? Growlithe and Pikachu, okay. Well, let's put that on Pikachu so it's ready to go. And then I think we'll attack. Go for a Friendship Song. Pikachu came to the bench. Why is it always Pikachu, man? And play that on Pikachu, I suppose. Don't call a Pikachu! Thank you. He's not doing much. And I don't really have anything to do here. So I guess I'm just gonna keep calling Pokemon to my bench until my bench is full. And hope to draw some energy cards. Place the Farfetch'd on the bench, place an Abra on the bench, attach the Psychic Energy to something, and didn't do anything. And play... I'm gonna risk the Thunder Jolt. Nice, no damage to me. Doing 30 damage to the Jinx. Jinx's Meditate does 20 damage plus 10 more damage for each damage counter. Oof. That's a kill shot. Should have checked my opponent's damage. Or attack. And attack. Tails, so I'm going to do damage to myself, but I will almost take out the Jinx. Unfortunately, I'm going to die. And I don't have any Pokemon that's charged up. Alright. I need more energy. Use potion on Jinx, lovely. Didn't do anything. I drew a fire energy. Finally, something! Good grief, I'm gonna put that on Growlithe. And then do nothing else with my turn, because I can't. Finally getting my fire energies! Check in my play area, Growlithe. Growlithe can now use Flare. And Arcanine... Flamethrower and Takedown, okay. I still can't do anything, have to wait. There's the Raichu I am wanted. Agility and Thunder. But now my Pikachu has no energy. I think. Oh no, my Pikachu has 1 lightning energy. Doesn't have anything else. So, Raichu is useless. That discards my hand, and I don't want to do that now. I would like to draw a Bill. Abra evolved into Kadabra, that could be dangerous. I drew plus power, that's useless to me. I drew potion. I think everything is fine, so... This is just going to be a lot of sitting around doing nothing at this point. I drew Growlithe, that's not what I need. I can't do anything. Use Gust of Wind. Gust of Wind sends Magmar into the play. And he's immediately attacking me with Kadabra, which is a kill shot. On Magmar, okay. Alright. I can send in Growlithe. And... and a double colorless energy on Arcanine. And do I need the plus power though? Not really, no. But let me check Arcanine's abilities. Discard 1 fire energy, and Arcanine does 30 damage to itself. But that would be a kill shot on Thingy. I'm actually gonna take you down and go for a kill shot. I know that would do some damage to me, but it does take you out, and that's useful. My turn. Fire energy, yes please. Attack. Flamethrower, discard 1 fire energy. Doing 50 damage there. Didn't draw an energy card, I see. Hand, play, hand, Raichu, and attack. Alright, I don't have a choice, I have to use Takedown here, which does 30 damage to me, but it allows me to draw a prize card. Taurus is on the bench. Tails' attack does nothing either way, you can't use this attack again as long as Farfetch stays in play. Tails, no damage. Heads, damage. Okay. Drew Lightning Energy. That's going on Raichu. Playing the potion on Arcanine. And... I can take down, and that would be a kill shot, because otherwise you're gonna take me down. Yeah, so you're just gonna retreat, and you're gonna swap into Jinx, Abra, or Taurus. Meanwhile, I've got Raichu, which is Agility and Thunder. I think if anything, they're going to send out Taurus, which has 60 HP. So honestly, I think my best move here is to Flamethrower, discard, and hope that I draw a fire energy. And if not, it's not a big deal. Alright, well I can heal in my next turn anyway. But he's probably gonna squash me. Yep, that's a squash. Ow. This is gonna be a close match. Okay! Raichu, you've got Agility and Thunder. So if I place this Thunder card on you, and then I go for a kill shot, no damage to me, and it's a kill shot on Taurus. And that's my last prize card! Ha! Whew! No mail. Thought I'd check. This game makes me just feel so nostalgic. I can see why Fire Ash also included TCG. Really? Huh. Did not know that. And yes, Skywolf. Jinx. Alright. Let me check real quick. So we did just get a bunch of new... Well, we got a bunch of energy cards, effectively. And I feel like that's a weak point in my deck still. Somehow or another. Let me see. Ooh, shit, I love this game. Hi, Meaner! Welcome on in. 100% of that game like 2 years ago. Oh, really? Nice! Just 2 years ago, too? Wow. Was that your first time playing, or have you played this game like quite a few times, because this is officially my first time with it. Or at least going past the tutorial battle. My ex dragged me into this being my first time. Oh wow, nice! And you 100%ed it too, that's impressive. That friendship song was quite useful. But I can see Lullaby and Pound being useful as well. Kinda whack build. Once you understand the game, you go through easily. Gotcha. I'm still not happy, and I feel like I need more energy cards, but I also don't want to sacrifice anything at this stage. But if I was gonna sacrifice something, maybe I could sacrifice the Magnemite and Magneton. I mean, I do have the Raichu. I feel like I'm not pulling my energy cards out often enough, so I'm actually gonna boost my energy cards up a bit. Yeah, I'll still keep that at 12, and then I will put something else in the deck. Don't really have any trainers that I want to put in the deck. I mean, energy removal could be useful. I guess that can be a deck filler for now. Alright. It just feels like I'm not pulling the energy cards that I need in time, man. That's the problem. And with a fire deck, I need to be pulling more energy cards. Master Mickey is out right now. Where'd she go? That's a secret. Let me see. If you defeat 3 members of the Grass Club, I'll tell you where she is. So how about it? Sure. A full prize is okay, let's begin. Right! From this point on, I'm going in blind. No idea what to expect, but... Okay, so we got a good starting here. Both of my fire types require 20 things, though. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to play Ponyta to start off with. And then I'm going to load my deck up, or my bench up, with Growlithe and Pikachu. Alright. Time for a coin toss. I'm playing first. I drew energy removal. I've got a fire energy in my hand that I'm going to play on Ponyta, and then I can't do shit all. I could computer search, discarding Super Potion and switch. But then what would I pull out? Rapidash? I'll think on that one. A Ditto is on the bench. Interesting. Alright. Conversion. If the defending Pokemon has a weakness, you may change it to a type of your choice other than colorless. Changed it to an electric type. I drew fire energy, that's going straight on Ponyta. And I'm going to Flame Tail you because it does more damage and no consequences. Also, that's a kill shot, so give me that. Ditto's Pound Attack. I drew Bill. I'm going to play Bill immediately. I drew Magma and Fire Energy. I'm gonna play this Lightning Energy. No, actually, I'm gonna play the Fire Energy. No. Yes. I'm gonna play the Fire Energy on Growlithe. I suppose Magma would be a good thing to just have on the bench. I'm still tempted by computer search, though. Flame Tail for 30 damage. Easy peasy. Ditto is only using Pound. I drew another Fire Energy. That's going on Growlithe, charging it up. Check in play area. What does Ditto do? Remove all damage counters from Ditto. For the rest of the game, replace Ditto with a copy of a basic Pokemon card other than Ditto, chosen at random from your deck. Huh. Interesting. Well, it's not gonna last, because I'm just going to Flame Tail it, and it's gonna die. And I think that might actually be game there, because I didn't see you play... Yeah. Didn't see you play another card, so that's gonna be game on that one. Can't believe I could lose. I got Scyther, Seal, Kadabra, Nidorino, Jigglypuff, Switch, Charmander, Nidoran Male, Marchop, and Grass Energy. Swords Dance. During your next turn, Scyther's slash attack's base damage is doubled. Yoink, my booster pack now. Nuh-uh, I already opened it. Slash for 30 damage, or 60 damage if it's doubled. Seal just has Headbutt. Kadabra, Recover, and Super Psy. Discard one energy card attached to Kadabra in order to use this attack. Remove all damage counters from Kadabra. And Super Psy is 50. Nidorino, Double Kick, and Horn Drill. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 30 times the number of heads. Horn Drill just does base 50. We've already seen Jigglypuff. Charmander, Nidoran has Horn Hazard. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. We've seen Marchop already as well. Hey, I got another booster pack. Cool. I got a Hitmonchan, Jab, and Special Punch. Nidorino again. Kadabra again. Raticate. Tangela's new. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. The defending Pokemon is now poisoned. Low attacks, but does damage. There's another Bill, another Nidoran Male, a Pikachu, and a Grass Energy. I need to practice more. So you can rematch them anytime. Alright, cool. You're looking for Mickey, the Grass Club leader? Master, rather? I don't think she's here at the club at the moment. Back to take care of the plants? We could do a cut with cards if you prefer. Play a single match with 4 prize cards. Don't take me lightly just because I'm a girl. I definitely won't. It's best not to underestimate your opponent, especially in games like this. And, I've not been doing great. I mean, I'm liking my energy situation here. I have choices. I can either play Ponyta or I can play Pikachu. I'm actually going to play Ponyta because Ponyta... no, actually, let's start off with Pikachu. Reason being is I can charge up Ponyta a little bit easier than I can charge up Pikachu. It's nice to finally have energy cards! That's for fucking sure. And I immediately drew into Arcanine. I'm gonna play Lightning Energy. Alright. And I think I'm just gonna do a Gnaw attack. I'm gonna eat you. Finish the turn without attacking, okay. There's Charizard, sure. Lightning Energy on Pikachu again. I'm just gonna go for the Thunder Jolt and hope I don't kill myself. Never mind, I hurt myself. Ow. Bulbasaur is knocked out. Prize card, Fire Energy. Nice. I can start charging up Ponyta. Okay, Kirsten's playing another Oddish, that's fine. There's another Ponyta. Ponyta, you can increase that. Yeah, I suppose I can play another Ponyta on the bench, not that it matters. I'm gonna try for a Thunder Jolt. No damage to me this time. Alright, Kristen, what are you doing? No paralysis, nice. Do take damage. Alright. Drew Lightning Energy. I'm actually going to play that Fire Energy instead. I don't think Pikachu's gonna last. I'm gonna try a Thunder Jolt and go for a kill shot rather than spacing this out. I took 10 damage, unfortunately. Drew another Fire Energy, and Oddish comes out. And going for the Stun Spore, it doesn't matter. Pikachu's down anyway. Kristen draws a prize card. But now they're in trouble. Oh look, Pikachu's back out. Alright. I'm going to play that on that Ponyta instead this time, and I'm just going to go straight for the Flame Tail, doing additional damage, and knocking out Oddish. And there's no other Pokemon available. Nice! Well, I guess this is for you. Evolution! I got Jolteon! Nice! Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 10 damage plus 20 more damage. If tails, this attack does 10 more damage. And Pin Missile. Flip 4 coins. This attack does 20 damage times the number of heads. There's another Rapidash. This is the one that I was trying to play. We got Marowak now. Bone Attack. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon can't attack during your opponent's next turn. That's useful. Whale. Each player fills his or her bench with basic Pokemon chosen at random from his or her deck. If a player has fewer basic Pokemon than that in his or her deck, or he or she chooses all of them, each player shuffles his or her deck afterwards. Interesting. There's an Ivysaur with Vine Whip and Poison Powder, which I think we've seen. Jigglypuff we've seen. Starmie we've seen in the practice deck, which was Recover and Starfreeze. Discard one Water Energy card attached to Starmie in order to use this attack. Remove all damage counters from Starmie and flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. There's Energy Search. Search your deck for a basic energy card and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. That is going in my deck. Weedle Poison Sting, which can poison. Caterpie, which is String Shot, which paralyzes. I should put more noms in me. You should, cousin. And another booster pack. Pokemon Breeder. Put a Stage 2 Evolution card from your hand on the matching basic Pokemon. You can only play this card when you would be allowed to evolve that Pokemon anyway. Ivysaur, Machoke, which we've seen. Weepinbell is new. Poison Powder. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned. And Razor Leaf for 30 damage. Pidgey is also new with Whirlwind. If your opponent has any benched Pokemon, he or she chooses one of them and switches it with a defending Pokemon. Starmie again, Ghastly again, Bellsprout, Vine Whip and Call for Family. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon named Bellsprout and put it onto your bench. There's that Gust of Wind. Choose one of your opponent's benched Pokemon and switch it with his or her active Pokemon, which is a better switch card, I think. The Pokemon trading card game is fun, but so is taking care of trees. I believe Mickey is at Ishihara's house. Maybe you should go meet her there since she's late getting back. Deck. Hold on. What was that? Switch. Switch one of your bench Pokemon with your active Pokemon. I'm actually going to remove the energy removal and instead put Gust of Wind in there. Alright. Are there any other modifications I would like to make? I don't have an Eevee to play Jolteon, so that's out of the question. Could put another bill in there. I'm actually going to take out the Professor Oak and place in the bill instead. I don't have any more energy cards, though, for fire types. There were no other trainers here. Interesting. But I think I beat everyone? Do again, if you don't mind, would you duel against me? Okay, so I think I have beaten all of the available trainers then, and I can go to Ishihara's house. Hi Skylar, welcome. There aren't any cards I want or can trade at the moment. Let's trade some other time. If you like, please feel free to read some of the books I wrote. I believe they will be helpful. Hi, I'm Mickey, the Grass Club Master. What? You were looking for me? Oh my, I'm very sorry to keep you waiting. I was doing a little research here. I assume you would like to duel? I only duel at the club. I'm sorry, but could you meet me at the Grass Club? I will head back to the Grass Club and wait for you there. Thank you very much, Ishihara. Your books were very helpful. You are indeed the #1 Pokemon trading card collector. Oh no, you give me too much credit. If you need to research anything, please come see me again. Thank you very much, Ishihara, if you will excuse me. Oh, that's the water club. I don't want to walk there yet. I'm Mickey, the master of the Glass Club. Shall we duel? Sure. Shall we play with 6 prizes? Please go easy on me. No promises. No promises, go easy on me, actually. There are no basics in my hand. Alright, I've got Vulpix, I've got Growlithe. Vulpix has Confuse Ray, Growlithe can evolve. I'm gonna play Vulpix. And put Growlithe on my bench. Alright, this is it. I'm playing second. No restrictions. But there's no restrictions in this game anyway. No attacks from Mickey, and I drew Bill. That's immediately getting played. Double Fire Energy, very nice. I had a second Bill, apparently. Unfortunately, I can't do any damage, so... Bulbasaur's Leech Seed. Lightning Energy. I am at a disadvantage, but... It would be nice if I could confuse you, but I didn't, unfortunately. But you do take 20 damage. Okay, there's the Leech Seed again. I'm actually going to play that potion. And play that. Alright, how am I doing? It's such a little darling. How am I doing otherwise? Can I... I don't really have much of a choice at the moment. Alright. Confuse Ray, please confuse yourself! Yes! You're confused and must flip a coin to attack. Oh boy, there's an execute. I'm worried about that. Use Professor Oak. Alright. Bulbasaur on the bench. Bulbasaur on the bench. Bulbasaur's Leech Seed. Tails, but damage to yourself, so you took yourself out. I draw a prize card. Let's draw that one. It's a Fire Energy. Nice. And I drew another Fire Energy. Even better. Nope. No confusion, but 20 damage on execute, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Nice. Due to weakness. Alright, defending Pokemon is now Sleep. That's unfortunate. Sleep check. I'm awake. Another Fire Energy. Play that on Growlithe, ready for Arcanine. Alright. Can't do much else aside from attack. Confusion, no confusion check. You will die on your next turn. But I am going to sleep, and I might not pull out of this one. Finally, I'm staying asleep. Alright. Unable due to sleep. Nothing I can turn. Alright, I'm awake again, but this Execute is going to do damage. Can I have some of that sleeps? Sure, if you would like it. Execute retreated to the bench, and Ivysaur came out instead, doing 30 damage with Vine Whip. Vulpix is down. Growlithe is ready. I'm also in a lot of trouble unless I can do something. However, that will be 40 damage on you, which is really good. And I'm poisoned. Okay, Bill. Play Bill. I'm drawing all my energy. Now I'm drawing too much energy. And I have nothing to use it on. I have nothing in my play area. Oh boy. However, what if Kill Bill? What I can do is I can potion to recover some damage. And then Flare Attack you. That knocks you out. Plus power, nice. Alright, 10 damage from poison. Ah! Paralyzed too. Great. Means I can't attack. And I'm taking more damage from poison as well. I am in trouble. I'm in some very serious trouble. Because I am not drawing any cards. Oh dear. I die next turn. Okay, I'm gonna play Gust of Wind. And drag the Execute out. Oh yeah, I can't attack. I just lost this match. Oh dear. Yep. You don't need to attack. That was unfortunate. It was going so well, and then it just wasn't because I wasn't drawing basic Pokemon. It was quite fun. Please allow me to duel you again. I'm sorry I kept you waiting. Shall we duel? Oh, you do not wish to duel? I'll be here at the club for a while, so please come by anytime you like. Let me try that again. I just got really unlucky with my basic Pokemon. I was on a good roll there. Oh no, here we go again. I'd very much like to do that. Bill. Switching Growlithe. Oh, thank goodness. Another basic Pokemon. I can throw that straight on the bench. Alright, well, I can't attack this turn, so I'll have to pass it. No paralysis. That's nice. I drew plus power. Alright, Confuse Ray. Confusion. And 20 damage due to weakness. Oh boy. Execute evolved into Executor. That's what I was afraid of. 20 damage to yourself due to confusion. Very nice. I drew my second bill. I'm going to play that immediately. Full heal and a fire energy. Alright. Fire energy on Growlithe. And then I'm just going to go straight in for the Confuse Ray and take you out. Excellent. Picked up Charmander. Very nice. Executor is now out, which is a big fat pain. Big explosion if heads times 20 damage. I did not receive any damage. That was very lucky. Alright, Meowth is on the bench. Charmander is on the bench. Got Growlithe. Yep, okay. I don't have any fire cards, so I'll just do that. Please confuse. Nice! Excellent, that's what we like to see. 20 damage. And you're now confused. Okay, 20 damage. Ow. There's Ponyta. I will play Ponyta. I'm also gonna potion myself. Is there anything else I can do? I mean, I can plus power. Does Meowth need 2, or does Meowth only need 1? Meowth needs 2, alright. Play that on Meowth then. Nice! Get the confusion. And I think I should power plus on the next turn. 20 damage to yourself. Never mind, I won't be power plussing because I can take you out on my next turn. Magma. Alright. Magma can come out, but I'm probably not going to use it. There's a confusion check. 20 damage, but more importantly, you're out of here. Alright. Bulbasaur is out. Finally, a fire energy. That's going on Growlithe. Because it's already starting to build up. No such luck there. Sorry if I'm spamming the button and proceeding quickly, but I am paying attention. For the most part. Alright, Bulbasaur's healed. I drew Jigglypuff. Growlithe is good to go. But I want to just keep using Vulpix, I think. Because, yeah, I can get the confusion. And it's strong enough. Thanks to the weakness. You finish a turn without attacking. I drew Ponyta. I think my bench is loaded, isn't it? Yeah, my bench is all loaded up, so I can't do anything. No point in plus powering, because this will take you out. Very nice. Okay. Draw lightning energy. Oddish is out. Bulbasaur is on the bench. Paralysis check? Nothing. Alright. Fire energy, that's going on Growlithe, just in case I draw Arcanine. And immediately going for the attack. Used Pokemon Breeder and went straight to Venusaur. And then used Energy Trans. As often as you like during your turn, you may take one energy attached to one of your Pokemon and attach it to a different one. Okay, not doing that, it seems. No paralysis from Stun Spore. But beating that Venusaur is going to be an uphill battle unless I pull something out of my butt. I am sitting on a lot of lightning cards. It's probably about time I started doing something with Charmander. Paralysis check, no such luck. Or confusion check, rather, no such luck. Vulpix is going down on my next turn, I think. Yep, there's the Energy Trans. Stun Spore, bugger. I do have a full heal, and I can use that to my advantage. Okay, I'm gonna play that on Charmander because of Charizard's ability. I just need to draw the Charizard. And then I'm actually gonna use the full heal so that I can wipe out the Oddish without dying. Alright. And there's the Venusaur, oh boy. Okay, hand, I've got a fire energy. I'm gonna put that straight on Charmander, get it ready to go. No, I won't actually plus power on Vulpix. Time to get railed by Venusaur, I know, right? Haha! Confusion! Take that! With any luck, you'll hit yourself. Or you just won't attack. That's also an option, I suppose. Alright, Charmander's good to go. Haha! Confusion again! I feel like I'm up against the final boss of this match. I have all these Pokemon and I can't play any of them. My bench is loaded. Puppy, just thank you for the stretch. There, no attack still. I think it doesn't even have energy. I think she put the energy card on execute and then didn't move anything over to Venusaur, which is annoying for her. Yeah, I've got... Yeah, there's no energy. I just noticed there's no energy cards on that Venusaur. She's put all of it. She's put her one and poorly played AI. She's put one energy card on execute, but it's a psychic energy anyway. Whereas Venusaur has nothing. It's tanking damage. I'll concede that it's taking damage. It's tanking the damage. But that's because my Vulpix can't do shit. Oh boy. Executor Ink. That's what I'm assuming she's aiming for, and she might have Executor in her hand. I already got rid of one though, and I don't know how many she's got in her deck. Golly, I wish I had Charmeleon right now, or Arcanine. But, oh well. I don't have either of those, so Vulpix it is. I drew Charmander. I need Charmeleon. Time to keep attacking. Yeah, pretty much. He won this for sure. I could probably plus power, but it only does an extra 10 damage, and I would win the fight in 2 turns anyway, so I'm just gonna do that. It looks like you're still confused, actually. I'm not sure when confusion wears off. Oh, she's swapping out. And going for hypnosis. Okay. Alright, now the fight turns around. I'm awake. There's Zapdos. My hand is full of basic Pokemon, but no evolutions. Aside from Charizard, and I can't play it. Oh my goodness, what is this match? Alright, well here's my plan. Nice, and get the confusion. You're weak to that. And then I'm gonna plus power on my next turn, and that's gonna be game. Why did you not attack? Why did you not attack? Alright, I've got an idea, and this is a bit silly. Actually, I've got 2 ideas. So, your Venusaur, yep. Alright, I've got 2 ideas, and I don't think it matters. I can either Gust of Wind, bring Venusaur out, and then just kill it, forcing Execute to come out, and then I can just plus power Vulpix and win the match. But I have to be careful, because Execute can kill me on my next turn. Alright. I think the play here, instead, is plus power Vulpix right now. And then it doesn't matter, because you're weak to it, so I'll deal 30 damage, knocking you out. That drags Venusaur back into the... There's Arcanine. There it is! You watch, Charmeleon's gonna be my other prize card. Alright. Can't do anything. Venusaur has no energy cards. It can't even retreat. Arcanine evolves. Not that it matters, because Vulpix is just gonna steamroll your Venusaur. That's game! Oof. She took... No, she didn't take a single prize card. I killed her with a Vulpix. That does 10 damage per turn. Oof. Oof. Oh no, I lost. Well, you truly are skilled. Maybe one day you'll inherit the legendary Pokemon cards. Please allow me to give you this grass medal. Ta-da! Get good, Nikki. Oh, it's Nikki. I've been reading it as Mickey. Please take this too. I received a Laboratory. I got Clefable. Metronome. She's one of the defending Pokemon's attacks. Metronome copies that attack except for its energy costs. And Minimize. All damage done by attacks to Clefable during your opponent's next turn is reduced by 20. Ghastly. It's a different Ghastly. Lick and Energy Conversion. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. Put up to 2 energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. Ghastly does 10 damage to itself. Different Marowak. Bone Meringue. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. Search your deck for a fighting basic Pokemon card and put it into your bench. Shuffle your deck afterward. We need TCG games like this again, without the gacha and the insane money grab from Nintendo. Yeah, we need something like this. I mean, to be fair, Mino, Pokemon TCG Live seems okay. I don't know how to earn booster packs, but it seems alright. The only problem is that you can't battle the AI whatsoever. The AI also just sucks. in general. So, like, you're stuck battling actual other players. And if you're like me, you get steamrolled. Because you have no cards. It's not fun spending thousands of euros just to have proper fun on TCG games. No, I agree. Psyshock and Hyper Beam. Flip a coin if heads the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed, and if the defending Pokemon has any energy cards attached to it, choose one of them and discard it. Hyper Beam only does 20 damage? Wow. Different Tangela. I remember this Tangela. Bind and Poison Powder. Flip a coin if heads the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed, and the defending Pokemon is now poisoned. Different Magnemite. Tackle and Magnetic Storm. Remove all energy cards attached to all of your Pokemon, then randomly reattach each of them. Why would I ever do that? Look at that Slowpoke being derpy. Spacing Out and Scavenge. Didn't Uniqlo recently have a shirt with this Slowpoke art on it? Or some Slowpoke art on it? I don't know. Oh man, I am waiting for Uniqlo to get like the original Pokemon... not Pokemon TCG. They just did a Pokemon TCG line. I'll see if I can find it actually. Maybe I'll show it to you guys. And then they also are doing a Pokemon 30th anniversary line with the original drawings. I really want all of those shirts, man. Oh, I can't wait for them to come out. Flip a coin. If heads, remove a damage counter from Slowpoke. This attack can't be used if Slowpoke has no damage counters on it. And Scavenge, discard one Psychic Energy card attached to Slowpoke in order to use this attack. Put a trainer card from your discard pile into your hand. Gambler, shuffle your hand into your deck. Flip a coin. If heads, draw 8 cards. If tails, draw 1. I really enjoy TCG games, but I'm refusing to spending so much just to have fun. I can just play Animal Crossing on my Nintendo 3DS like Reggie after his retirement. Oh man. See, 2 things here, Mino. 2 things that you've mentioned. I am the same. I really enjoy TCG games, but I don't want to spend the money. I spent so much money on Magic the Gathering back in the day, you have no idea. And then I got kind of into the Pokemon TCG because I wanted to collect cards. And then I just stopped. And then I got into the Digimon TCG because I really wanted to get into that. And I started collecting it. But then I didn't play it. And now I'm just here with 3 TCGs, a shit ton of cards, and nothing to show for it. We still play Magic with my friends every now and again, but the problem with Digimon and Pokemon is you can only face one player at a time. So in a large group like my friends, it doesn't work. Like, straight up, it's out of the question. So, also, never built a deck of Pokemon TCG. I should probably do that at some point. I've got plenty of cards to do that, but they're all definitely out of date and I'd be thrown out of a tournament. And I think that's the only time I would ever be able to play play the Pokemon TCG as well. Just because in a large group, you would have to split off and play separate games. And if there's an odd number of people, well, you're just out of luck. So, I would rather play in a tournament, and I have thought about playing in tournaments locally for Digimon and Pokemon, but that would also require you buying cards. And I'm like, yeah, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm alright. And it's the same with both. The good news is the Digimon TCG would be much cheaper than the Pokemon TCG, because people don't buy it, so the cards are cheaper. But like I said, it would mean buying the cards. So, eh. And the thing that I have noticed with the Pokemon TCG is it's not like Magic, where, okay, sure, you can get screwed by not drawing land cards. But with Magic, there's a lot more of a build-up towards whether or not someone can just absolutely steamroll you. In the Pokemon TCG, if you just get slightly unlucky and your opponent, who is probably going to play a Pokemon EX, let's be honest, they're going to play a Pokemon EX these days, why would they not? And in 4 turns, they can just steamroll you. Like, that's it. Sometimes even less. So, I don't know. It's just, eh. The Digimon TCG kind of mitigates it, because you can summon a Digimon and just pay the energy cost. And you can just do that, but you give your opponent energy if you go negative. So, I don't know. This is way too pricey compared to other games and hobbies. Yeah, that's true as well. TCG community is extremely scummy. They just buy boxes over boxes just to grind for specific cards and sell them at high prices and discard / throw away any other cards. Additionally, I will say that the Pokemon community in general kind of has a bad attitude. Like, my sister played in local Pokemon tournaments, not Pokemon TCG, the VGC, video game competitions, and met at least one person with a very nasty attitude. Literally turned around and asked my sister if her Pokemon were even EV trained. Which they were, by the way. Recycle. Flip a coin. If heads, put a card in your discard pile on top of your deck. Why are we recycling Jigglypuff? That sounds awful. Yeah, it's not good. And I reckon that would extend to the trading card game. I have heard some stories that people who play the Pokemon TCG around here are not nice people. They have a bit of an attitude problem, so I don't think I would fit in very well, unless I can bite back, you know? Horsey with Smokescreen. If the depending Pokemon tries to attack during your opponent's next turn, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, that attack does nothing. Oh hey, I got another one. Super Energy Removal. Discard one energy card attached to one of your own Pokemon in order to choose one of your opponent's Pokemon and up to 2 energy cards attached to it. Discard both of those energy cards. Porygon. Conversion 1. If the defending Pokemon has a weakness, you may change it to a type of your choice other than colorless. And Conversion 2. Change Porygon's resistance to a type of your choice other than colorless. There's that Marowak again. There's Poliwhirl, Amnesia, and Double Slap. Amnesia, choose one of the defending Pokemon's attacks. That Pokemon can't use that attack during your opponent's next turn. And Double Slap, flip 2 coins. This attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. There's that Magnemite again. There's Slowpoke again. Coughing! Foul Gas. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned. If tails, it is now confused. There's Recycle. There's Psyduck. Headache. Your opponent can't play trainer cards during his or her next turn. That is a headache. And Fury Swipes, which is flip 3 coins. This attack does 10 damage times the number of heads. And there's Gambler again. My duel with you was quite fun. Please allow me to duel you again. Whew. So, the good news is, I survived. The bad news is, I think I'm in trouble. I think I have to build another deck. It's me, Dr. Mason. Have you won many Master Medals? I have some information for you about Nikki's deck. She's the Master of the Grass Club. You must be aware of Executor's big explosion with Nikki's deck. Use a fire Pokemon to knock out an Executor at an early stage. I suggest you study the deck from the Fire Metal deck machine. I'll give you a booster pack that should contain a lot of fire Pokemon. It didn't. I got a Dugtrio, which we've seen before. Nidorino, which we've seen before. Raticate. Dugong's new, though. Aurora Beam for 50 damage, and Ice Beam, flip a coins. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed because Freeze does not exist in the TCG. Ponyta, Charmander, Abra, Psyshock, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. Pokeball, there's one! Flip a coin. If heads, you may search your deck for any basic Pokemon or evolution card. Show that card to your opponent, then put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. Pikachu and Fire Energy. It contained... Did it have lots of fire Pokemon? The weakness of grass Pokemon? No, it didn't! It had one fire type. You dance bucket. Metronome and minimize. So here's the problem. I have water types, but I would be using Seal and Dugong a lot. And I literally can't play much else. I don't even have a Staryu to play Starmie. I could probably build something out of this, though, because I do have Nidoran male and female. So I could probably build something out of this and build a grass deck. Unfortunately, I don't have Execute, which is really unfortunate. But I feel like I could probably build something out of that. Oh, sorry, the deck must include 60 cards. Okay, where did I go wrong then? What did I increase? Oh, I put... there. That's what I did. There we go. Alright. Okay. Bellsprout has Vine Whip and Call for Family. I'd love to put Executor in there. Executor would be my big finisher, but I don't have an Execute. Tangela, Bind and Poison Powder, or Stun Spore and Poison Whip. Okay. So what cards can I use to buff this up? If it's grass, then we're going into water, which means fire is useless. I don't have a lot of psychic energy or fighting energy. No, I don't have a lot of psychic energy, so I'm not going to do psychic. I think I'm going to do a mix of grass and fighting types. Simply because I have a lot of fighting types here. Mankey is useful, so I may as well go for Primate, simply because I like that. That attack is good. Unfortunately, can't play Marowak. I can play Hitmonchan, though. That's good for utility. And... yeah. Stone Barrage, sure. Flip a coin until you get tails. Cool. Alright. What should we call this? I have the dumbest name and it's all I can think of, and I'm not gonna call it that. I'm gonna call it Moss in reference to the fact of, there's grass types and essentially rock types in there, or ground types. Alright. Order and fighting. Wait a minute. Am I just gonna use my fire deck? Yes. I don't want to rewind, but I'm going to rewind. How do I change my decks then? Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright. Ah! Water and fighting. Yes, please. Alright, let's see how we go. I mean, I do have fighting types, so this could be interesting. Metronome copies that attack. Check and grip and guillotine. One hazard for 30. Alright, so I reckon go with Nidoran Male. Pinsir is definitely going on the bench, and I may as well place Clefairy on there too. Alright, let's see how we go. Cool, I'm playing first. Grass Energy, I'm gonna plop that onto Nidoran and immediately go with Horn Hazard. Tails, no damage. Heads, doing damage. That's an immediate knockout. And here comes the Hitmonchan. That was a neat animation. Bye-bye. Bye-bye! No damage. Damn it. Don't bother. Bulbasaur's on the bench. Okay. Interesting. Don't have the right energy to attack, so I can't move. Thought that put my energy into my hand, but I guess it shuffles it into the deck. Special punch, that's gonna knock out. Yep. Oof. Oh, it puts it on the top of my deck, that's what it does. Okay. Well, I can't do anything, so I'm stuck. That's a knockout. And Clefairy's out. I mean, I can put you to sleep. And hope I can turn this around. You're still asleep. I might get a recovery from this. Uh-oh. Everything in my hand is useless. And no success on the sleep. So that's a kill shot, and I'm out of here. Bother. I was hoping to win some more energy cards, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So, I'm actually wondering if I should go back and earn some more. I mean, I don't know how many more booster packs I will earn by... I don't know if I can earn more booster packs from playing against the same person, or if it goes down to 1. After the initial battle, and then it goes down to 0. I have no idea. Hi Darko Patrol, welcome on in. Jigglypuff is all I got. I have lost this battle and I haven't even started. This is off to a really bad start. Hang on, that's a fucking magma. What's that doing here? I just drew all of my lightning energies all at once. There's a bill. Hey, there's some fire energy. It would be nice to have a Pokemon to play it on. Rip. I mean, I can put you to sleep. And you're awake. As its evading Pokemon tries to attack, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, that attack does nothing. Okay. Pound just does 20 damage. Alright. Attack is unsuccessful, cool. Magma retreated to the bench, interesting. Although, to be fair, that's a knockout. Yeah, I died. I could only play one... See, this is the problem that I have with the Pokemon TCG. You lose very early if you just get screwed out. It's not like Magic at all, where there's a slow build-up. In Pokemon TCG, it's... if you don't have a good start, you may as well just forfeit the match, because you're just wasting your opponent's time. Alright, let's try that again. I'm playing first, drawing a card. Drawing a fire energy, which is useful. Alright. Gonna activate Bill. True fire energy and lightning energy, nice. And Pokeball is discarded, lovely. Alright, well, I've got energy cards in my hand, ready to go. Ow. Drew another Growlithe. Okay. No, that's pointless to put on... No, I may as well just wait. If I have my own Charmander, I put it on that, but... I do not. I'm doing 10 damage to me over time, so... I'll just take you out. Okay, Brittany's placed a Magnemite. And drawn some cards. And finished the turn without attacking. Okay, I've drawn another Fire Energy, thank goodness. Put that on Ponyta. I'm gonna drag Caterpie out here, and then flare it. Nice! That was worth it. There's Charmeleon. Not asleep. Plus power. I could use the plus power, and that would immediately finish you off on this turn. Draw one of the other cards in your hand for up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile. Okay. Thunder Wave, paralysis check, and I'm paralyzed. So I won't be able to do anything on my next turn. Drew Charizard. With no Charmander. Thunder Wave only does 10 damage. I can win this war if I heal. So I'm going to do that. Because otherwise I'm going to be stuck. So I'll just do Flare. After doing all that. Nice move. And of course you paralyzed me. Of course you won the paralysis check. Okay. Labeled you to paralysis. And Pokemon pals. Oh, this is annoying. Now you're just dragging this out. Oh look! Zapdos. Be afraid. I'm building it up. I'm not gonna play it. I'm just gonna go straight to Ponyta and then just destroy. Okay, you take out Growlithe successfully, nice. Fair enough. However, I've got Ponyta. And I'm gonna play this Lightning Energy on Zapdos. But you're as good as done. Because that's my final prize card. There's the Fire Energy that I needed. I just got a Dragonite. Pokemon Power, step in. Once during your turn before you attack, if Dragonite is on your bench, you may switch it with your active Pokemon. And Slam. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 40 times the number of heads. So it does 40 or 0, 40 or 120, 80 rather, not 120. Pokemon Center, remove all damage counters from all of your own Pokemon with damage counters on them, but you discard all energy cards attached to those Pokemon. There's Nidorina, Paris, Kabuto, Pokemon Power, Kabuto Armor. Whenever an attack, even your own, does damage to Kabuto after applying weakness and resistance, that attack only does half the damage to Kabuto. And then Scratch. Vulpix Omanite. Pokemon Power Clairvoyance. Your opponent plays with his or her hand face up. This power stops working while Omanite is asleep, confused, or paralyzed. Does 10 damage plus 10 more damage for each water energy attached to Omanite, but not used to pay for this cost. You can't have more than 20 damage in this way. Nidoran Female and Drowsy. Oh, I got it a second booster pack. Cool. That's even better. Nidoqueen Flareon. That's new. Bite and Rage does 10 damage plus 10 more damage for each damage counter on Flareon, and Flareon has 60 HP. Nidorina, Energy Removal, Kabuto, Voltorb is new with a Tackle Attack. Oddish, we've seen before, Meowth we've seen before, Shelder is new. Supersonic, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now confused. And Hide and Shell, flip a coin. If heads, prevent all damage done to Shelter during your opponent's next turn. Whenever I lose, I get irritated me. Whenever I lose, I get irritated me. Pretty sure I read that right. Let's see you again. If you don't mind, would you duel with me? Alright, this is a decent hand, but I've only got one basic Pokemon, so that's a problem. The good news is it can evolve. Ditto's on the bench, Grass Energy on Venonat, and Venonat Stun Spore. No Paralysis, which is good, but I can't attack anyway until my second turn. Alright, so there's a Raichu, which I can't do anything with. Alright, I can't do anything. Ugh. More Stun Spore. This one's a Paralysis, and it does work, unfortunately. That sucks. It means I can't do anything on my next turn. I can play Charmander onto the bench. I can play more Fire Energy on Growlithe, but I can't do anything. And I just have to hope that I'm not paralyzed this turn. Ditto is on the bench. Ditto is going for a Pound Attack. I think I'll just Fire Attack it. Alright, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Growlithe on the bench, and then I'm going to start building that Growlithe up. And that's going to be the Growlithe that I go for. I'll still keep doing damage to Ditto and try to take it out, but I'll swap out to the other Growlithe. As that will be at full strength. And I should be able to evolve it straight into Arcanine. Alright, got Pikachu. Venonat comes out. Place the Water Energy. Alright. Stun Spore, Paralysis, damn it. But I took 10 damage anyway, and that's a knockout, so she draws a prize card. Growlithe comes back out. Drew a Pokeball. It would be silly of me to not use that. I'm gonna play Pikachu onto the bench. Forty damage due to weakness, and you will knocked out immediately. Okay, that's a Super Potion, but not a Fire Energy card. Finish the turn without attacking. Alright, suit yourself. I'm gonna build. Hey, there's a Fire Energy card. Play that on Growlithe. I suppose I can put Pikachu on the bench. I'll go for Charmeleon. And I think I'm just gonna flare you, because you can't really attack me. Yeah, you've chosen to just sack that, so... Okay, I'm gonna play that onto Pikachu, get it ready. Pikachu. Okay, and then... Raichu. And then we'll go for a Flare Attack, finishing off Porygon. There's another Lightning Energy, which I can attach to my Raichu. Oh, you got an Eevee on the bench. Change the weakness of Growlithe to Thingy type, and I just got Zapdos, so Zapdos is going on the bench. Lightning Energy on Raichu, building that up. Oh no, now I'm Psychic type. And I'm just gonna attack you, and that's game. No point in beating around the bush. That'll be game. Nice. I think what I need to do is, like, battle and get a bunch of cards. Colosseum, Scyther, Professor Oak, Nidorino, Raticate, Staryu. Hey, there's a Staryu, finally. To go with my Starmie. Abra, Marchop, Magnemite, Tangela, and Grass Energy. And another booster pack, Colosseum, Magneton, Seal, Revive. Put one basic Pokemon card from your discard pile onto your bench. Put damage counters on that Pokemon equal to half its HP. Nidorino, Jigglypuff, Abra, Tangela, Nidoran Male, Charmander, and Grass Energy. Still no mail. Alright, well, I think that is going to do it for me for tonight. We've made quite a bit of progress, and we have 109 out of 226 cards, so that's not bad, to be fair. We've got a little less than half the cards, but we do have almost half of the cards in the game. I reckon what I need to do next week is just build a better deck, take out my trainer cards maybe, build a better deck, and then for the grass type or the water type gym, and then slowly work my way through. I feel like that's the play here, is to just build a deck that's gonna take out the next gym. So yeah. Alright. That's gonna do it for me for tonight. Tomorrow night, join me for a game that we have played before quite a few times on this channel. And the reason why I'm not playing the game that I was thinking I was gonna play tonight. And then on Wednesday night, join me again for yet another game, which is going to be... Oh! Cool. That game's gonna be completely new, but it is from a series we played before. Those are the hints! Those are the hints! Watch my trailer and see if you can decipher which ones I'm going to be playing next. In the meantime, I should probably make a now-ending stream, huh? Or now-ending stream screen, huh? Yeah, I should probably get on that. Maybe if I can get around to it. Cousin Kin is playing some Dragon Quest Builders. How about we go raid the awesome Cousin Kin? Alright, I will see you all tomorrow night. for a game that we have played quite a few times on the stream. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. Have a good night, everybody.